back to Normski TV, looking at all transfers concerning Arsenal. Today, just listening on the Arsenal website and just listening to Arteta's pre-match interview or conference. He has come out and said basically, or the reporters have basically asked him, is there any chance of Arsenal signing any players in this month? And to be quite honest, this month is really, I mean, we're 20 days in, or plus days in, and yeah, 20 days in, sorry, and we haven't signed anybody. I don't know what's going on, why we're moving so slow. We've been linked with numerous amounts of players, but nothing yet has come in concrete to say, yep, we've signed that player. So Arteta was asked that question of, if you don't sign anybody this month, is that going to be a problem? And Arteta came out and basically said that, look, if we don't sign anybody, it's because, he's beginning to sound a bit like Arsene Wenger. We can't find players to make the team better. That doesn't sound, or doesn't inspire me. It does not inspire me one bit. And it's almost, I'm not getting any doubts about Arteta. Let's get that straight. I'm not getting no doubts about him. I think since he's come in terms of what he has to work with, then I would say he's doing an okay job. He's saying the right things, on the training field and up to a point on the pitch, even though we have drawn a number of our games. And it seems as if the Cronkies, they're the ones I solely put the blame on, because it's all right coming out in the summer and saying that we want to make you guys smile again, or whatever the saying was. We ain't seen that. We ain't seen that. You're not putting your money where your mouth is. Yeah, Mr. Cronky, you're there spending money on your stadiums in America, and no money is coming in to the recruitment for people to come onto the field of play. This is just not good enough. And you could kind of see in Arteta's body language that, when he was asked the question, you could see he wasn't comfortable. And I think in his eyes you could see that he wants the players, but the board are telling him something else. So he has to just come out and toe the party line, so to speak. We need players, and we need them now. We are linked again with a loan move for Jerome Boateng. We spoke about him on numerous amounts of occasions, right from the beginning of the January transfer window opening. He's a player that obviously currently is with Bayern Munich, being a top player back in the days, 31 years old. I suppose the question what I'm thinking about is, would he help Arsenal? Would he make Arsenal any better than we currently are? He's the other side of 30. He's not as quick as he used to be, and that's why he's not getting the games for Bayern Munich. So why would Arsenal take him? Maybe because we're very short in that area when it comes to in the defensive area, with the injuries that we've got to our central defenders, the likes of Chambers, Holding just coming back from a long-term injury, the Mustafi, he's was meant to be going, now he looks like he's staying. Then you've got Socrates, who didn't make the game on Saturday because he was ill. I'm hoping he'll be back tomorrow, and David Luiz. We need to get in a centre back. you know, I don't think Arsenal are in a position to go and spend the so-called, you know, 50 million bid that we was going to put in for Upamecano. You know, Leipzig are going to want more, and I don't think we're going to be able to spend the 70 mil or 80 mil that Leipzig want for him. That's going to be something that has to be for the summer. But we are very short in that area, in the defensive area, and we need to really get this sorted out big time, absolutely big time. It's just too quiet. The Kroenke just don't fill me with any hope whatsoever. They're not putting their hands in their pockets, and we're just a cash cow to them. And this is what it's going to be until they get out. And that's the thing. We want you out. Simple as. But with a man that's owning 100% of the club, that's going to be very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. But listen, this is what we got. This is what we got to deal with. It's like a millstone around our necks right now, and this is what we've got to deal with. So it looks as if, or maybe a possibility that Jerome Boateng, again, we've been linked again today, that he will be likely to come to us on a loan deal for the next 6 months or to the end of the season. Lavin Kurzawa, we spoke about him yesterday, where Arsenal were close to sewing up a deal where he will come to us on a 5-year deal at the end of the season on a free. 27 years old. From what I'm hearing, he played in a game yesterday, a cup game against Lorient, and he didn't pull up any trees whatsoever. Apparently he didn't look good, but it's Arsenal. We want him. Why? I don't know, but that's we're going in for him. I don't know if because Arteta likes him or what. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in terms of the Arsenal's transfer policy, but we're going in for a 27-year-old, which for a lot of Arsenal fans, it's very underwhelming. But here, what it is, what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
So the defensive side, or the defensive area, you know, is something that really needs to be looked at really quick. Bruno Coomer is who we linked with as well, and I know Edu is in talks with his representatives. It seems as if another team has entered the fray, and that's Lyon from the French league. They're very interested in him as well. It seems like there's a few clubs that are looking at him. I think Chelsea as well are looking at him as well. And I know Benfica had initially put in a bid of 17.4 million, which was swiftly rejected by Bruno Coomer's club. So Atletico Pyrenees, they rejected that 17.4 million. You know, they're looking for about 25 million. That's what they're looking at, and it's whether anybody can match that. Arsenal probably could do it, but it just seems that they're fixated on getting loan players in, if we do get loan players, or if we get any players in the January transfer window. But he's still on our radar. As I said, he's a defensive midfielder, 20, I think he's about 22, 23 years old, Brazilian, and I know, you know, Edu's got links out there, so that might put us in good stead if we do follow through with the deal. Other than that, there's not really much to talk about concerning transfers today. As I said, it's just at the moment it's very quiet on the Arsenal front, and I think Arteta seemed to confirm that today in his pre-match conference, and it doesn't bode well for us at the moment. I'm just hoping that tomorrow we will have some better news, and hopefully have some concrete news of us signing at least one player. but at the moment it's looking like zilch. So we'll just have to wait and see. As you can see, I'm frustrated, and you know, I might just waffle on, because that's what Arsenal are, just wafflers, because they're not doing what they're meant to do. They're not putting their money where their mouth is, and we sit here frustrated as ever. So listen, please like, share and subscribe to this video. Tomorrow we are playing Chelsea. It's a massive game. We need Lacazette to turn up, put on his shooting boots, and let's try it at least, you know, get an away win. I haven't had one for a long time. So we need to try and see if we can get an away win. I think we've got 2 away wins. That's Newcastle and West Ham away. Those are the 2 away wins that we've had this season. So we need to get more away wins under our belt. And hopefully, if we do beat Chelsea tomorrow, then we'll end up 7 points behind them, closing that gap and trying to see if we can claw back our way back into the Champions League position, because ultimately that's where we need to be if we're going to attract the big name players. Now, we can only do that, you know, if we're consistent, and you know, you have an option of either, you know, finishing in the Champions League spot, or we try and go out and win the Europa League. The problem with that is that because our squad is so depleted with injuries, I don't feel we've got a strong enough or big enough squad at the moment to be fighting on all fronts. And until we get the bodies in, because it's all about numbers, until we get those in, you know, I can't see us moving on at all, and it could be a very, very rocky ride until the end of the season. So listen, guys, as I said, please like, subscribe and share, and hopefully we'll have some better news tomorrow. Listen, take care. I'll see you tomorrow.